Good afternoon. Welcome to Face with Gerald and Regina. What's up?
We in the house.
We in the house. And you know what? This morning when I stepped out, it was kind of cool, but it is beautiful outside.
It is nice outside today.
So welcome to Face with Gerald and Regina, where we give different perspectives on real life issues with transparency. We are raw with it.
Yeah, buddy.
So if you want to join us, we would like for you to go on our Facebook page, Face to Face with Gerald and Regina, and then also our YouTube, Face to Face with Gerald and Regina. Please like, subscribe, and share. And then also we go live stream also on Dallas On Air. What's up, Radu?
In the house.
So today we have a good topic. And also, if you want to email us with any podcast topics, or if you want to do a business promo, please, you can DM us on our Facebook page, or you can email us on glperson76@gmail.com or face-to-face-podcast21@gmail.com. So, welcome. Welcome back. Miss you.
Yeah.
I was like my buddy.
I'll be gone in the weekend.
Yeah. Pastor Carolyn was excellent. Really enjoyed her. So
I was in Orlando. I got a chance to watch y'all a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
So you were missed.
Yeah.
Taking that vacay.
Yeah. Much needed.
So our topic today is, does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships? Again, does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships? So we're going to talk about it today as much as we can. And I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to zoom right over to Gerald.
Of course you are.
I'm going to start it right off, and I'm going to be like, yes. So the answer is yes for me.
Of course.
Your upbringing or your childhood does dictate in how you view relationships. The environment that you grow up in dictates how you view relationships. And not only relationships, but how you view the world. So true. You can go ahead.
That's true. I believe that, this topic is very needed, and it's, there's definitely something to talk about, because it's a lot of people nowadays, the day and time that we're living in, some people, they're okay with being single. Some people, they want to be in a relationship. Whatever your preference is, I believe that's fine. But at the same time, just to kind of flip the script a little bit, in order to understand a person's background, I believe that you would have to, let me see, how can I say it, to bring full fruition to what I'm saying, to some understanding and some clarity to what I'm saying. I believe there's some stuff that you would have to understand, because some of the things that we deal with, other people they deal with, it's in the bloodline.
Yes.
It's in the bloodline. If they crazy, chances are they mom and daddy probably crazy too.
I was trying to keep it straight.
I'm just saying. Chances
We're
are
not
they mom and
making fun
daddy.
of it, you guys,
no, we ain't making fun of it.
I'm just looking at your face.
The truth is the truth.
I see
and I
you
mean,
trying
the
to,
truth is the truth. Exactly.
Trying to be nice about it. Man.
I was trying to be nice about it, but you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sometimes if you meet a young lady and she's a certain way, she got a lot of mouth. Chances are her mother has a lot of mouth. Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes it's not. But at the same time, I always advise, when I talk to men and when I talk to women, meet their family. Meet their family. See how they treat their mother. See how they treat their father. See how they treat their cousins, their uncles, whoever. And then you'll be able to kind of tell and dictate if you want to deal with them or not. Also, some of this stuff, like I said, it's in the bloodline. And it's a lot of stuff that people they deal with. There's a lot of stuff that people go through that they don't say, that they don't talk about. But some of this stuff is because in relationships, people they don't react to certain things because they have not been taught how to do certain things.
Yeah.
That's and I'm gonna use you for an example. And this is definitely not the truth, because that's not what I know. But I said, let's say, for instance, if your mother, before she passed away, if she hadn't taught you how to treat a man, or if your father, you wasn't treating your mama right, whatever the case was. If you didn't know those things, chances are it wasn't because those things wasn't displayed in the home towards you. So it's a lot of stuff like that. You know, people don't really pay attention to that type of stuff. They just pay attention. Oh, he fine. Oh, she fine. She cute. Oh, she pretty. No, that's not it. Those are good traits. That's good. But in the meanwhile, what's gonna keep you? What's gonna make the relationship last?
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And it's not only just for relationship, because it's mainly relationships like when you start dating, but also just friendship relationships.
That's right.
I know for me, for an example, I grew up with my mom and dad in a home, so I saw what it meant for a man to take care of a woman.
That's right.
And nowadays, we got the 50-50. Sorry, y'all. We got the 50-50. But with my dad, it was 100%.
Yeah.
My brother, 100%.
Yeah.
And then, rest in peace, my brother-in-law, 100%.
Yeah.
Where it was an option.
It was an option
for us to work. So, and then of course you got to think of the times now. It was 2023, so it's 50, brother.
Yeah.
You know, so So basically, whatever is taught in the home, especially growing up, that's what you're going to bring into adulthood if you don't get it corrected.
Exactly. If you don't get that stuff corrected.
Yeah. So
that's good. You just said that was good.
And really corrected. So, and I like what you said in relationships. It's always good when you go on a date just to let people talk.
Yeah, just let them talk.
Ask the questions. Where are you from?
That's right.
Was there a dad in the home? You have a right to ask those questions.
Right. Did your mama have a bad attitude? I'm just, you got to ask questions.
You got to ask questions.
You got to ask questions before you start, we're going to get married in 2 months. No.
No.
Hold on. Let me get to know you a little bit more.
Because the more people talk, I'm in customer service. I'm a lead. So when people call in and complaints, I listen. And they tell a lot in the complaint. And I'm like, oh, okay. So
I don't need to answer that question because you just told me.
You just told me. So the same as if you go on a date with someone and you start talking or just even their mannerisms. There are certain questions you can ask. And then it does stem from your childhood. So and that's just a pointer, if you're dating somebody, just to ask the questions and just kind of be still and just listen. Stuff will start coming out.
It'll start coming out.
And I like what you said. Was what Papa was a Rolling Stone?
That's right.
Was he a Rolling Stone?
Was he a Rolling Stone? was he at home?
It was. I always look at the family dynamics. I had both of my parents, and just because you don't grow up with both doesn't mean anything. I know some great single parent that have raised some productive adults. So I don't want anybody thinking it has to be a 2-parent family. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, because like you said, and I like what you just said. It does not have to be a 2-family household.
Yeah.
Because it's I'll use my oldest daughter for a prime example. Me and her mother, we departed and separated when she was 5 months old. And her mom raised her fine. Of course I was there. And it was sometimes I wasn't there because of the absence. That's just the truth about it.
Yeah.
But I said, do she know that I'm her dad? She knows it. Do she know she can call me whenever she wants to? She knows it. In fact, she used to work for me. So it's no if and buts about it. Do she know how she should be treated? Do she know what she should expect from a man if she decides to date? Do she know what she should expect from friends? And that's part of the reason why her friend circle is so small, because people, they don't cherish friendships like the way they should, because people, sometimes people, they either want to use you. Sometimes people either want to be around you because of what they think they know about you, or sometimes people just want to be around you because they, like I said, they just want to use you. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things, you definitely have to be, on the lookout for. You definitely have to be, pretty much like I said, on the lookout for, and definitely be prayerful about it.
Exactly.
Even when you're approaching friendships, and if you're in a friendship with somebody, and and every time you talk to them, it seems like it's a red flag. Man, listen. Oh, God be with you.
Yeah, no. And I like what you said because your daughter had a great teacher. You and her mom. For her to be that young, because she was like 21, 22.
She's 20. She's actually 23.
23, and for her to already have that mind frame, I'm gonna keep my circle of friends small.
Yeah.
Because that's smart.
Exactly.
She had a great, great childhood, great upbringing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read a couple of things here.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships? We said yes. The environment that you grew up in dictates how you view the world and also relationships. And then if you've come from a background where there was chaos in the house, you can develop insecurities. And then if not corrected.
That's right. If it's not corrected.
You can, as an adult with some insecurities. It affects development in social, emotional, physical behavior, and your morality.
That's right.
And then also you may have difficult in maintaining standards.
Yeah.
It's like,
you got to get this stuff together.
Positive childhood helps to form healthy relationships. And that's what I jotted down. And then negative experiences can affect a relationship, but not always, again, if it's corrected, because you can go. I know some people that they had a crack addicted mom or the dad was in prison, but they still and they not on it and they push through.
Yeah.
So because it was corrected.
Because it was corrected.
They had somebody in their life that mentored them. So you can go ahead.
And it basically said, like you said, just had somebody in their life and just mentored them, which, even me, I'm not ashamed to say it, definitely not. I've been on drugs before. I didn't have nobody in my life to mentor me. I didn't have nobody in my life to tell me, don't do this, don't do that. I did, but I was too hard-headed. But I said, I'd probably be on my way to retirement by now if I would have stayed on the course instead on the road that I was going with sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I said, but again, I still thank God for the grace that's on my life. But I said, but yet and still, it's important to have people in your life that has a positive impact on your life. That when they speak and when they say something, you listen. You listen, and you listen, whether it's bad or good. And it's hard. It's a hard thing that sometimes when. How can you say it? How can I say this without calling any names? Okay, I'll say it like this. When I was, this is someone I actually know. I'll say it like that. This is someone I actually know. And I was ministering to them, and they had no idea what it takes. Now, they were married for a very long time. They had no idea of what it takes to how to treat a man. Because again, it wasn't displayed in the home.
In the home, yeah.
Their father was still sleeping on the couch while their mama was in the room sleeping in the bed. Now I'm not talking about sexual relations. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, no, he sleeps on the couch, she sleep in the bed. Now, in my eyesight, I'm like, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. And I'm like, no, I don't care how mad I am. I don't care how much the disagreement is. You get in this bed with me. You get in this bed with me. You get in this bed with me because that ain't how we gonna do it. No, you gonna get in this bed with me. We finna talk about this. And that's what we finna do. After that, we gonna go sleep. But I said, but in the meanwhile, when you have little ones around or kids or teenagers, they watching that stuff. If they're in the same household with you, they watching that stuff. They paying attention to that stuff. Even you got a young man in your house and you're a single mom. They pay attention to how men treat you. They pay attention to that.
Yes.
And I'm not even using you for an example, but I'm just saying he does. He pay attention to it. If you dating somebody or not.
Oh yeah.
He pays attention to it. He might ask questions. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, so guess what? even with that being said, you still have to walk up right in front of him. Whether you might not want to or not.
Yes.
You might I feel like I want to act up today. You can't. Because he pays attention to how you walk because he has no other example. So you're his example. So again, I say that topic that I believe that God gave to us, it's very true.
Yes. Yeah. I like how you said with the mom sleeping in the room and the dad on the couch, and certain behaviors have been normalized.
Yeah.
So it's amazing as adults how many people grew up with certain things in their household, and it's not normal, but it's been so normalized that they don't know any other way. And it's like, do we fault them for it?
Exactly.
Or not. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, as an adult, if you know that there's a problem, I know for me, I would seek help.
You should.
I know for me, having both my mom and my dad in the household, even though they were both there, I thank God, for my dad's presence, there were some dysfunctions. And then I did have some traumatic experiences, but then I recognized that as I was getting older, like this can't continue. So I stopped it.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you know
with
better.
Therapy,
when you know better, you do better.
So just because you have two parents doesn't mean, because we have some dysfunctions
Of course.
in that house.
Of course.
But even some of the things that were done or said as I got older, I was like, okay, they got to stop here because I'm not bringing that generational curse or back to my family, and then they can so.
Yeah. And I mean, and I say even like when I met Vernetta, I'll be quite honest with you. She straightened me out on some things because it was some stuff that was in my life that I had no idea that was going on in my life because I dragged it and I brought it from my family. I brought it from my family lineage and my family line because nobody had paid that much attention to it. Nobody had called me to the carpet on it, but God placed somebody right there in my life, which now we're married. But
wait a minute.
I didn't tell you that, did I?
No, I kind of figured.
They haven't. That I'll tell you.
No, because I heard the married. I was like, what?
I
was like Scooby.
I'll tell you about that because I hadn't told you. But that happened like, I think it was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So, but, but I said, but she called me to the carpet on some stuff. Either sometime my way of thinking, sometimes my attitude or my mouth would be slick sometimes. And with me, my mindset, I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. But the thing about it is, she was like, okay, I'm sure you didn't mean it like that, but you said it. You said it, and some stuff you gotta learn. Number one, I'm not going to accept that. She said, and then she basically said, number two, you brought that stuff from your past. So take it back where you got, send it back where you.
It's going to stop here.
And that's basically what she said. So it's going to stop right here. You're not going to do that. And we not gonna tolerate that because me and you, we gonna work through things. You ain't gonna sleep on no couch.
Yeah,
that's what she told me. That's pretty much what she told me.
Yeah,
and and I was like, okay, you're right. And and at the end, meanwhile, if the feeling is mutual, no, I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna get rid of that stuff because I can't do that. You can't just be dragging stuff from past relationships into something new and then think it's gonna work out and then the next person gonna take it. No, the devil is a liar.
And I like what you said, because she's a godly woman. Get the discernment. So she's seen that in you.
She's seen it.
And
I didn't think it was nothing.
And that is important and that is key, especially when you're now married. I'm like, hey, y'all go ahead. Especially if you are entangled with someone. I always say entangled, but if you are engaged, it should be like that. You should be able to come to somebody and say, hey, I don't like the way you said that, where it should not blow up.
Yeah.
You should not be sleeping on the couch. I should be able to,
No.
to say what I need to say in love,
Mm-hmm.
and just pray that you correct it. But I'm glad.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
But
now.
it should be done like that, where it should be brought to the table, but she recognized it. And it's the same with if you're dating, you need to have a gift of discernment, a great
That's
discernment, just to see things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, she put me to the carpet on a couple of things, on a couple of things. So I was like, I said, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, you're right. I didn't have to say it like that. I didn't think it was nothing because that's how I've always handled things. And the thing about it is, again, the subject. Now, what's the subject and topic? I forgot it that quick. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I made the darn flyer and then forgot.
Does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships?
Exactly.
Yes.
So with that being said, in the past, nobody corrected that. Nobody told me, hey man, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Hey man, you can't say that. Hey man, you need to watch your verbiage when you talk. Nobody said anything to me like that. But then, like you said, she discerned it and she said, wait a minute, hold on. That's not your character. That's not even you. Where you get that from? You just can't just say this and say that and then expect for somebody to respond the right way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of that, it came from my past. Mm-hmm. And, and straighten it out, and, it is what it is now. So.
But I commend you for correcting it, because some people, when they get called out on the carpet, they get really offensive.
No.
And, I mean, you're like, okay, I
Okay.
didn't know I was doing that.
I didn't know I was doing that. Yeah. Exactly.
But I commend you just for recognizing it and be like, you know what, I'm going to change it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I want to be the best man that I could possibly be. Mm-hmm. I want to be the best man that I could possibly be to me and to whoever, and I won't say whoever, but you know what I mean? I want to just be the best man at the end of the day that I could possibly be, and the best friend, whatever. I don't want nobody seeing my attributes in a bad way.
Exactly.
I don't. Because that stuff, I'm like, no, because that's not my character.
Yeah.
Straighten that stuff out. Get it done. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do now is we are going to open the lines for anyone to call in if they would like to add on to what we're saying. The phone number is 469
Come and talk to me.
08
I really want
8609.
I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did
469-708
Just start singing out the blue.
8609. I'm like, okay. Mr. Married Man.
Just start singing out the blue. Just start singing out the blue. No darn well, I can't sing.
So again, 469-708-8609. If you would like to call, if you want to chime in, you want to just to comment, encourage, please do so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Or either if we didn't even say something right, still tell us. Still tell us. We ain't say it right. Sometimes we don't say stuff right, or we didn't say all of it, or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think this is a pretty good topic.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good topic. Because at the end of the day, you definitely want to be in line and be walking upright as you possibly can.
Yes.
Nobody's perfect, but at the end of the day, you need to get your character and your lifestyle together. If you want friends, if you desire a relationship, or if you desire to be married. Mm-hmm. Get that stuff together before you go into those things. That way you can be a good friend, you can be a good wife, be a good husband, be whatever. Mm-hmm. But you got to get that stuff together, get that attitude together, get your mouth together. Quit being so mouthy. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be smart mouth all the time. You don't have to give your comments towards certain things. Because it's a lot of times people they'll do that. They always got to comment for something. Mm-hmm. They always got to comment for something. And I'll be honest with you, I'm one of them. But I've learned. Be quiet. Everything don't need your opinion. Be quiet. Everything don't need your opinion. You see it, but okay, you don't see it. Mm-hmm. But everything don't need your opinion, because if I gave my opinion to everything, that means that I'm a slave to it, and it's controlling me. Yeah.
Yep. Again, 469-708-8609. Please call in. The lines are open.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so, to me, it's so detrimental. It's especially when you're trying to, if you like somebody and you're trying to be in their life, and then you want it, especially if you're dating with intentions of getting married. There are certain things that you just need to find out about your partner, and if you've gone through abuse, if you've gone through traumatic experience, it can create like feelings of abandonment, anxiety, you feeling unworthy. So, growing up, then you're promiscuous, or you try to find love in different, in the wrong places. So it's really key to get to the root, of the source or the problem, of why the way you're feeling, And then I also, you're not going to be, when you meet someone and you're trying to, say, for instance, you meet someone, you start dating, you get engaged, and then eventually, you're getting married. You're not going to be 100. Things are not going to be 100% perfect.
It's not.
It's not.
It is not.
But
I'm glad you said
but
that.
but if you do know that you have certain baggage, I behoove you.
Yeah.
I behoove you
Yeah.
to get it right, and just to seek help. But then also the person that God partners you with, they can heal that in you.
Yeah, they can.
They can.
They can help you with that.
They can help you. Yeah.
But you got to let them do it. But you got to let them do it. You got to let them do it, and you have to be willing to open yourself up. And there's a lot of times, men and women, they don't want to open themselves up. They want to continue to hold on to the things in the past and hold on to what mama said, hold on to what daddy said. All right, then, well, if he said it, then you need to go back and repent and tell God, forgive me for not walking in forgiveness. So I mean, it's just some stuff. It's like I said earlier on in the show. It's in the bloodline. It's in the bloodline. Before you, I ain't saying you can't date nobody, but it's okay if you're gonna date somebody, date them. That's good. That's fine. But also get to know them. Get to know them for who they are. Maybe sometime put them in a situation to see how they gonna react. How they gonna react. You just never know. You just never know. Go meet their family if you can. If you're able to, go meet their family. Because it's like I say, if they mom and they dad are crazy, chances are he probably got it in him too. If they mom and dad are off a little bit, they mom and dad they be smart mouth with each other all day long, and they never show love and affection. Chances are he don't know how to show love and affection.
Exactly.
Chances are she don't know how to show love and affection because it was never displayed in the household.
In the household, yeah.
It was never displayed in the household. And I pray for anybody that that's in a relationship and they not receiving affection. Man, it's gonna be hard to be with somebody if that's something that you like, affection. And we're not even talking about that, but that's going to be hard for you to be with somebody if that's something that you yearn for. That's something that you like. But the next person hadn't even been taught those type of things even in the household. So they not going to know how to do it.
Yeah. And then with some people it's a deal breaker. As soon as something comes up like that, if they can't show affection, they out of there.
They out of there.
And then my thing is you have the right to do that. But I know for me, I'm a nurturer by nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then people normally come to me with their problems anyway. So I don't have a problem because you hear women, I don't want to build a man. I don't want to build a man. Well, at some point, he's not going to be perfect, just like you're not perfect.
Exactly.
And there are certain things that, you can encourage and work with each other on. I mean, that's what I believe. Because I hear that a lot about the build a man. And I'm like, well.
And, even with that, to be quite honest with you, I think it says something about that in the Bible. It talks about a woman builds a house, but a fool pluck it down. So sometimes, men have to be taught some stuff. Sometimes men have to be taught, hey, man, soften up a little bit. And by nature, we're hard and we're tough.
Yeah.
And we're all like this. That's our character. That's our nature to be like that. But sometimes women, they can't bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring it down. Let's soften up. Soften up, bring it down a little bit. And because Vernetta had to tell me that. She had to tell me that.
Well, you brash and harsh. Huh?
Yeah, buddy. She had to tell me that.
I can't see that, but
yeah, she had to tell me that. Hey, bring it down a little bit. You don't have to use your authority when you saying something, even to me or to anybody. You don't have to use your authority. Bring it down. She had to tell me that. So, but I said, and I was like, oh, okay, you're right. I don't have to do that. I can just say what I need to say and just take it from there. But I mean, it's just it's a lot of women. It's a lot of men. Really don't understand their roles in relationships.
Yeah,
they don't. They really don't understand their roles in relationships, and that's why when it comes to husband and wife, and you trying to date somebody, courtship, things like that. You really don't understand your role, and you don't know your role. So that's why you clash and you bump heads. And when the other one say something to you about this, or the other one say something to you about, you get really offended.
Yeah.
Because you think that's how it's supposed to go because of your upbringing, and it don't.
Yeah, and I think, especially now, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but for some, and I just feel a little to say this. To me, I think with two people, some people are just unrealistic with their expectations, what needs to be done in a relationship. So I hear women, they want somebody that's perfect.
You're not going to find that.
Same thing with a man. They want somebody that's perfect. I need to have myself all together, everything together before I get into a relationship. Yeah. And it's like, you 90.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you missed the boat. You don't have anybody.
You don't have nobody. You old. You ain't got time for that.
So I know as a female, standards. I mean, of course we want standards, but we have to have realistic expectations and realistic standards.
And you said it.
So we're not going to find somebody that's perfect.
No.
We're going to find somebody that's going to have some issues, men and women.
Of course.
And you just have to come together just to find a way to either deal with it or I hate to say deal with it, but just try to correct it, and see how you can both vibe together. I don't know what other word to use.
Of course.
But it's just now it's like as soon as something comes up, people quit.
Yeah, you quit. You throw in the towel.
You throw in the towel so quick, and it's like, no, you waiting to get into a relationship to be 100% perfect. You will never get into a relationship.
You'll never get into a relationship
because sometimes it takes another person to heal what you have going on.
Yeah,
with you. So
it does, and that's why like you said, with relationships, you so quick to tuck your tail and run because something happened. No, how about let's just pray. Let's pray about it on a consistent basis, and then let God change it, and then let God do what He do. How about that? And then we can shout about it.
Yes.
But I said, you know what I'm saying? But in the meanwhile, don't be so quick to run because this person messed up, you messed up, and next thing you know, y'all can't even work it out. No. Yeah, we're gonna work it out. No, we're gonna work it out now, and I ain't finna go sleep on no couch neither. No, I'm not finna go sleep on no couch.
You on no couch?
I ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing that. No, I go sit in the living room, watch TV. I'll go do that until I calm down. But in the meanwhile, no, I'm not going to sleep on no couch. No, I'm gonna get right in that bed.
Yeah.
No.
So. We are talking about, for those of you that are just joining us, does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships? And our answer, of course, is yes. And we're just going over different scenarios and things that we find ourselves in. And then there was a couple of things I wrote down, and I have down here. Having traumatic or bad experiences do not always have a negative effect unless some form of counseling, therapy, or mentorship occurs. And then your relationship will shape you emotionally, good or bad, your family dynamics, the climate, the environment, and then role models. Because I've heard people, even if they didn't have, like, their mom and dad weren't doing, or it was just single parent, role models.
Mm-hmm.
I know with my older son Greg, I know his dad wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
but I had my dad at the time,
Mm-hmm.
my brother-in-law and my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and then there were mentors that
Yeah.
were at his school that would come, and mentor.
Yeah.
So I think that's key,
Of
especially
course.
when you have young men,
Of course.
or even females. So.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put on here. It says if you seek in therapy, counseling, support groups, connect with positive people.
That's right.
Um,
You don't even
So,
got no
yeah.
business talking to those negative people that's finna bring you down with them. You better get off them around that mess. Get off them around them. They gonna bring you down with them. Leave.
Yeah.
Cause you already low.
Yeah.
You already low anyway, and then you gonna hang around that mess. Nope.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So, our line is still open. 469-708-8609. Please call in if you have
you'd
any
like to
questions,
call
you have
in,
any
you can.
comments, please.
You can. Yep.
Don't be afraid now.
Don't be afraid. This
I'm
ain't one of them topics that we, that we, 'cause we talk about some stuff that some people they be scared. Ooh,
To even,
they're like they don't want to touch that. They already messing with my stuff anyway. So no, but I mean that's like I said. I do believe this is a good subject and a good topic, and people need to know about things like this because a lot of this stuff, man, it's in the household, it's in the home, and maybe just maybe that might be the reason why that. And I'm not saying, I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. That might be the reason why some are not married. That might be the reason why some are not in a relationship, or they might be when they get in a relationship. That might be the reason why they struggle.
Or they sabotage it.
They sabotage it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they did not fix the things that they dealt with growing up as a child. They did not fix it. They did not. They mental situation, their heart problems, whatever it is, they didn't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
They just let it just go on and just go on and go on and go on, and they never fixed it.
Yeah.
They
Now,
never,
it's good to recognize, because I hear some adults, it's good to recognize that you have a problem, but actually do the work.
do the work.
If you know that you're still struggling in certain areas, if you have anxiety, if you have PTSD, if you have anything that any traumatic experiences, and and you put it out there, hey, I need to get myself together. Actually get yourself together. Actually seek counseling. Don't just say it, just do it.
And it's okay to get counseling.
And it's okay.
It's okay. That don't mean you crazy.
Yeah.
It don't. It don't mean you crazy. It don't mean you delusional. It don't mean none of that. It means specifically you just need some help.
Mm-hmm.
You just need somebody to talk to before you go off on the deep end. And that's definitely what I wouldn't want anybody to do. Go off on the deep end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try. See, I'm looking at the time. We're still good, though. We are going to do our business.
Businesses.
Our business. And I have no idea what lineup we got. So we have an up-and-coming author, Eric Burns. And his book is called The Battle. I know today he's going to be doing this book signing here at Dallas on Air.
Okay.
So I thought I'd give a shout out to him. I believe his name is Eric Burns, and it's
man.
called
Make it happen.
The Battle. And all the information is up there on the screen. I believe I was actually, I always get nosy. You can actually go on Facebook, and if you type in his name, Eric Burns, you will see his picture, and you'll see that book there. So go out and support. I believe he was in the military, and he's fought many battles, and then briefly, and then have to come back here and then deal with COVID and other stuff. You know, so it's a great inspiration.
That was hard.
Mm-hmm. So see, the next one is my book, A Father's Love. We're having it on pre-sale. It's $13. After the 25th, it's going to go to $18. And this is my book. It's called A Father's Love. All the information is on there. It will be available. And I'll let you know on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And if you would like to purchase one, please call me, 469-698-6773. Or you can cash at me. $Fab Chickadee 51.
Chickadee.
Or you can, and these are ways to pay, PayPal. What is it? PayPal.me / is it / author Whitaker. So please, very good. It's a memoir of my life, and then my relationship with my dad, and then mom, and of course my heavenly Father. So
sweet.
And then, all right.
So yeah, listen. This conference. This is something that God placed on my heart and in my spirit to do. And this conference, I actually have some cards that I'm probably going to go pass out in a couple of weeks. Some flyers and stuff, so to speak. We have some great dynamic speakers here. We have Prophet Anthony Lott. Very dynamic.
Very good.
Very, very dynamic.
Yes.
He's very good at what he do.
Yes.
He's actually my spiritual father. He's actually very good at what he do, and I spoke with him the other day. He wants to come on a podcast show as well, so I'll talk to you about that.
Okay, yes.
And then
Be happy to have him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of great information that he would like to share, and also we have on the second person that's on the panel, the lineup is a prophetess Zenobia Hill. She's from Dallas, Texas. Very dynamic speaker. She's a pastor as well. And yeah, I mean, she has a lot of great information. God has his hands on her life, all those great things. And then we have Apostle Peggy Bridges, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. She's going to be coming down. She's going to be coming down. She's been a voice in my life as well. And then we have Prophet Kendall Thomas. He's on the panel. Very anointed man of God. Very knowledgeable about what he's doing. Very gifted young man. And then we have another prophet. Prophet Montreal Peterson. He's going to be on the panel. A very anointed young man of God. He's very young, but he has a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge about the prophetic and stuff like that. And then we have Apostle Cherie Dangerfield, all the way from Houston, Texas. She's going to be with us as well. So so just let me bring clarity to this before we move on to the next slide. Everybody is not going to be all on the same night. That's what a lot of people are asking me. Everybody's not going to be all on the same night. I'm not going to give you who's going to be doing what, because I want everybody to come on every night. It's going to be a 3-night glory conference, 3 nights. But I will tell you this: there'll be the 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. And you can go on my Facebook page and you can look at all the information. And Prophetess Raby, she's the one who's helping me put this conference on. And we have a musical special guest recording artist, Prophetess Antoinette Dukes. I've never met this woman of God. I've heard great things about her, and I heard she sang like a bird. Mm-hmm. That's all I've heard, and I've heard she's very anointed, and that she carries the gift of God. So, and it's also going to be in Dallas, Texas. In DeSoto, Texas, at that. So y'all mark y'all calendars. Do what you got to do to get there. Catch a bus, catch a plane. Find your horse to ride if you got to ride a horse. I'm telling you, this is going to be good. It's just not for prophets or anything like that, but it's for everybody. You need a fresh word from the Lord. You need deliverance. You need God to do something in your life. You need confirmation. I'm telling you, this is the conference that you're definitely going to want to be at, and you're not going to want to miss it.
All right.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. It's going to be real good. Secondly, Burgerlicious. That's one of our burgers right there. That's one of the burgers right there. That's the burger we call Big Tex.
Oh, okay.
That's the burger we call Big Tex. And thus I'll say, I don't know if you can see, that's the website. So if y'all need catering and stuff like that, or else you just want to come to the restaurant and check it out and give it a try. You're looking for a real burger, a real good juicy burger, one that's not dry, and one that's not a frozen patty. I promise you. Come check it out. Ricky know about it. That's why that's why he looking through the glass. Ricky know about it. You looking for something that's real, not a dry patty, anything like that. Somebody in there doing this right here. They doing that with their hands. That's what I said. That's what you want. Secondly, that's the other one that you see up there. We are hiring. If you know somebody who need a job, You know somebody who need a part-time job. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying this because I'm plugging my business, but at the same time, we need people. We need reliable people. We need people that we can actually call and depend on. We need people that's going to say you want the job, but then show up for the actual interview. Because some of them, that's what they doing. They say they want the job, fill out the application, and they don't even come in.
Yeah, they don't want a job.
So with that being said, that's what we need, somebody that's, you know, really serious about what you're doing, and you really want to work. We're not no slave drivers. Me and my wife, we're not the type of somebody that want to stand over you and dictate every move and, you know, stuff like that. Fun, clean environment, not toxic or anything like that. You know, the pay is good. The pay is good, and it's tips. So, it's a pretty good place to work, I would say. It's,
That lemonade, I gotta add it. The lemonade bar, because me and my son went there, and that lemonade bar is excellent. So please, sir, ma'am, please visit Burgerlicious. Yeah. And you want to give them where it's at?
Yes, it's in Louisville, Texas, and that's a shame. I can't even remember. That's a shame. I can't even remember the address to my own restaurant. So guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna cheat, and I'm finna pull it up on Google. Yeah. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna pull it up on Google. I'm finna sit over here and cheat. 165 West Main Street, Suite 210, Louisville, Texas. So if y'all looking for a good burger and y'all want to come hang out, watch a movie while you eating your burger, and guess what? It's BYOB. Me and my wife, we don't drink or anything like that. But if y'all want to bring y'all drinks, y'all can. You know, we don't promote liquor or we don't sell liquor or anything like that. But at the same time, you want to bring your stuff, you can. We're not stuck up or anything like that. But again, like you said, you can bring your stuff if you want to. But the address is 1565 West Main Street, Suite 210, Louisville, Texas. Y'all come check us out. Give us a shot. Anything else?
All right. Do we have one more? Or that's it?
I think that's it. I don't know.
That's all I have. Oh, okay. All righty. So there goes our business promo. So if you guys are interested in a topic or you would like to be on our podcast,
that's right.
Please DM us on Facebook, Face to Face with Gerald and Regina. Let me give this out again. Or you can email Gerald, glperson76@gmail.com. If you want us to promote your business, you can also do that. You can speak with one of us, and we would be happy to have you on there, of course. So, again,
we'll talk about that after the show. I know what you was finna say.
Our topic is, does your upbringing dictate how you view relationships? And we've already gone through some of the things, and we said, yes, it does. And how you know what
I know what you was finna say. I know exactly what you was finna say. This darn microphone over the phone.
So did you want to add some more to that, sir?
So let me say this. I think our last words of encouragement, right? Okay, let me say this. Let me say this to you. And I want to talk to business owners out there. If you're a business owner and you're thinking about giving up, let me tell you something. Don't give up. I don't care how small your business is. I don't care how small your product is. Somebody out there needs what you have, because the product, it wouldn't be needed let me see, how can I say it? God wouldn't have dropped it in your spirit to do it if the product wasn't needed. All right. And I want to encourage that. I want to do another one and encourage somebody that's an inspired business owner. Listen, let me tell you something. If you're inspiring to be a business owner, whatever your product is, whatever your food is, or whatever it is that you got, whatever that you're trying to do, be the best at whatever it is you're trying to do. Be the best at it and do it better than anybody else. Because at the end of the day, it's what God gave you. It's the vision that God gave you. And I said, if somebody try to come along and try to change your vision, you say no. You stick with what God gave you to do, and I promise you, God gonna come meet the need. He gonna come take care of it.
Amen.
That's it.
Alrighty.
That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else.
So did you want to end this? They're about to come in. Did you want to end? Because it's like 3:20.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty. So we will be back here in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
We didn't end this right here. We didn't end it kind of early, but I think it was a great topic. See you in 2 weeks. Blessings.